Captain America Brave New World is out, and what better figure to talk about than Captain America from A Brave New World? As I'm filming this, I have not seen Captain America Brave New World yet. I probably will at some point, but if you're worried about spoilers for the movie as I talk about this figure, don't worry because I have absolutely no idea. I like Captain America. I like an unabashedly good hero who always does the right thing. Plus, the shield is just like a really cool super weapon. It goes against type of having a blaster or some sort of energy blast as something designed specifically to protect. And with a new Captain America movie comes new Captain America figures. And here we have Sam Wilson as Captain America. We have seen him before in Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus miniseries, episode show, what do we call those now? But when you get the box of this figure, you can see just the amount of accessories you get in there, because not only do we get the Captain America shield, which you need to have, but we also get his flight wings from his time when he was Falcon. They have gotten a red, white, and blue update, of course, here, but we get alternate hands. We get to assemble the wings. We get Red Wing. I don't know if it's called Red Wing anymore, but the little drone that flies around with him. And we also get a helmeted version of Captain America 2, which looks really cool. It almost looks very Super Sentai to me. But first, let's talk about the figure. We have Captain America, and his head has a lot of great articulation. His arms do move up. We got double joints on the elbows. We got double joints on the knees, some ab crunches. This character is set up very well to be a flight-based character, which is great to see. One of my pet peeves, and something that I've been contending with a few figures, especially like Raptor over there from the G.I. Joe Classified series, is that their heads don't look up enough when they're in flight position. We don't have that problem here. Now looking at the shield, this is a really well-detailed shield. We have some like design elements on the front of the shield, and then we also have some paint decorations on the back. And you can see that this is a very shiny, metallic look. I would say that the blue as well as the silver are the most metallic parts. The red is a little more matte, which I'm okay with because it does cut down on some of the glare. Now, like most modern shields, this one does have the peg system that will go in the back of a character so that he can carry the shield as if it were magic, magnetic, whatever you want to think. How Captain America puts and slings the shield on his back. A cool detail about the face sculpt, without going to the full helmeted head, is the way that the glasses are. They are sculpted onto the body, but there is a translucency so that you can kind of see the eyes. And I would say this is a really good likeness of Anthony Mackie, the actor who plays Captain America. Now looking at the sculpted alternate helmet. Now this is definitely a helmet. You can see like it's got this little breathing tube for air flight, and it retains that translucent glasses. So it's probably some sort of like nanotechnology that comes out of his normal glasses so that when he's flying at high altitudes, he can actually see where he's going. Now the thing I don't like about this helmet is that out of the box, it comes really, like it's a really tight fit. All right, there we go. We got the helmeted head on. So compared to the base face sculpt, this is a lot harder to put on the character, but it does retain the same amount, if not maybe a little more, like just micrometers more, level of posability as the other one. It's just that the ball joint on it makes the head swivel just a little more tight. Here's the thing. I am going to have a very difficult time to figure out how I want this character to be displayed. I really like the helmeted head. Again, I think it really gives a Super Sentai, a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers look. But the other face sculpt, this one of the actor, looks good too. So it's really hard. I'm probably going to lean to this one just because it's easier to pop on and off. But ultimately, you can't go wrong with either one of these. They both look great. Now, as we talk about some accessories, this one is a little strange. I don't know. I mean, this probably has something to do with the movie. I think it's like his little drone Red Wing. But I'm not quite sure how this fits on the character. There is a peg at the bottom, but there is no corresponding pegs on any of the wings, on any of the alternate hand sculpts, like anywhere where I could see that this guy would like attach to a wrist to like launch or anything like that. It just feels like you kind of have to put him in a hand. I don't know. Like, I don't honestly know what to do with this. To have that little drone be part of the larger story or have it deploy or have some place to sit would have been amazing. And if you know, and if you were watching this and you have this figure and you know where it goes, leave a comment for me because I'm really curious. I would love to have this be part of the display. I think the big thing, the one thing that we all really want to see with this figure, the part that I'm the most excited for, are the wings. So Captain America comes with 2 backpacks. One is just a normal backpack, and this would slot into his backpack, and then the shield would slot into that peg. He also comes with this backpack that allows you to socket on these wings, and these are really cool. They were really, really cool. They were fun to put together and slightly difficult to figure out. There is really only one way they go on, and it was counter to the way I initially thought, but that's okay. I was able to figure it out. A little bit of instruction might have helped, but assembling the wings, they come in 2 different pieces. There is a weird seam, though. There is a weird seam right here. It doesn't line up all of that well. You can kind of see that it just pokes out, and I thought it was because like they weren't clamped in. But I think it has to do with the tolerance of the wings folding. And so when you have the wings folded out like this, you want to have extra clearance so that these parts stick out. It makes it look a little cleaner when the wings are folded, but when they are unfurled and taking flight like this, it looks like they just aren't aligned properly. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, right here, it's just kind of like, bloop, goes down and then up. Don't know what that's about, but here is the magic part. Once you socket the backpack into Captain America with the wings, look at how cool that looks. That is a great looking figure. I love when you have these like really large accessories that go on a character that fit really well. If you're curious about how well these actually work, they work pretty great. They are so much fun to pose. You can get Captain America in a ton of really interesting poses that fit within kind of the context of the movie of a flight-based Captain America. Again, it's fun to swoosh this guy around, and comparisons for me can be made directly to Raptor from the G.I. Joe Classified series because we have a mechanical flight wing-based character. So let me grab Raptor just so we can kind of see some of the differences. Okay, so here we have Raptor, here we have Captain America. The wingspan on these are pretty similar. Let me go this way. You can see that they are similar in that regard. It is really interesting to see the differences in the construction of the wings. On Raptor, we have more hinges that go up and down than we do having folds. This Captain America feels a little bit more like origami. Let's get back to Captain America because that's what this review is about. Here's Captain America, and the only hinges that we have are the ones that are socketed into the backpack. So the wings can go up rather far. Like it's a really cool, this almost looks like US Air Force, the logo there. But you don't have the same hinges around like some of the tips of the wings or anything like that. So if you wanted to go like full protection mode, you have to do this like origami fold that you kind of gotta like figure out. And it can be a little bit difficult. I would have liked to have had a few more hinges on it because it does kind of look like it comes out a little too far. To have it a little more close to the vest as like an augmented version of the shield would have been amazing. But design-wise, these look great. They mimic the shield. They mimic the shield very well, and if you wanted to, you can slot the shield on the back, and that is a really cool look for Captain America. Now, the alternate hand sculpts look great, because not only can they be like relaxed hands, they can also be like very gestural hands that just give you more options, and more options for a character like this is a fantastic thing, especially an important character in the Marvel Universe like Captain America. You know, we've talked a lot about the accessories, but the figure of Captain America, the suit that he's wearing, the paint applications are really well detailed. We have this sense of Captain America from Steve Rogers' time with just kind of how the torso looks, but then we also get it infused with some new things, namely something like the helmet, like the gauntlets, some of the boots, and of course all of the technology that goes with it, because this guy, he's not a super soldier. He is just somebody who is really awesome. But yeah, the detail that I love the best is that he can look up. And when we have a flight-based character, you have no idea how much that means to me. But yeah, I have two of the heavy hitters from Captain America Brave New World, Hulk as well as Captain America. And there is a lot that goes with this version of Captain America. The wings, the shield, the extra hands, the extra head sculpt. It all comes together mostly really well. or the backpack for the wings stays put fantastically, which can be a problem sometimes, as we highlighted with Raptor. Just like the Red Hulk, this was another figure that I got at that random Walmart clearance online, and for the $17 that I paid for him, again, this is another fantastic value for an action figure that has just a ton of accessories, and is like a really good and cohesive look at what Captain America from Brave New World looks like. And I even think at full price, this is something to take a look at, because you do get the wings. While I do wish they were done differently, it's not that they were done poorly. The only piece that I just can't figure out, but again, glad it was included in the box, was this little Red Wing guy who was supposed to go somewhere. I just haven't quite figured it out where. I didn't get the new version of Falcon from this series because it didn't interest me all that well, but between these two figures, which one is your favorite? Curious to know. Red Hulk or Captain America? And if you like this discussion on 6-inch scale action figures, Marvel Legends in this case, but I talk about all kinds of other lines, pop culture, collectibles, action figures, blasters, anything action related, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to the Ri-Fi channel because more videos are coming out in the future. But that's all I know about Captain America from Brave New World. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.